Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After the rather disastrous Empire campaign, we're off here and set to the Vampire counts. We've also now set down the battle difficulty to normal because really it's just absolutely stupid and rather counts a lot of the game. I mean, I get they're trying to make things more difficult, but you know, there's sensible difficult and there's dumb difficult. The battle difficulty is dumb difficult. But anyways, we're off here. Fighting against the Vampire counters Manfred von Karstein, the least interesting of the von Karsteins, really, though technically there's only really two sort of big ones, Manfred and Vlad. Vlad sort of being the original von Karstein, if you will. We've got a bunch of research here which sort of allows... It's a more scattered to say the Empire, and certainly not quite as linear as the Dwarves, sort of a different range. They sort of want to focus on, say, skeletons, corpses, ghouls, and here's sort of... big things, and here's sort of more tech, and I think yes, also a bit there for the Blood Knights who were added recently. So there's a bit there going. I mean, for example, this one, you know, could be an early sort of attempt. There's some interesting, but at the same time going for better skeleton units. The cheaper ones might also be, you know, an idea. So let's actually aim for that one first. Actually, I think that one first. It's growth, and you know, more income generally helps. So we have a Manfred von Karstein, Crypt Ghouls, some skeleton warriors, some zombies, a Vargulf, big monster, and some Fellbats. Spooky. Looking what he can do here. He's got a lot of there. He can actually call in two types of spells there. We've got Necromancy and Death. And some other bits here. There's a lot there to go on. We're up here against initially the Tempelhof chaps. With Nurseless Dieter there. That's basically some not too friendly chaps. They're vampires generally being rather untrustworthy. A lot that keeps fighting against each other. There's also sort of several types of vampires, essentially. Or at least there were. They might have sort of brought that down a bit here. And you've got sort of the regular recruitment. Then you also got here the raised dead option, which generally depends on sort of how big battles are, but sort of gives them option. There's no global recruitment, I think, or at least some are, but again, they can allow them to recruit units on the battlefield. You know, otherwise they normally wouldn't be able to. But let's have at it here. Go up against Mr. Dieter here, and let's just sort of get to a fight here just to sort of test it out. He's got, well, and a lot less other things, really. I mean, overall, this is a fight sort of to... The zombie to try maneuvering with the rest of what I got to then wipe him out using Manfred. Probably the Vargulf. That seems like a pretty good bet as well in that department. If there's anything you can do. Opponents. That one's, oh, you know, not much, but at the same time they're not going to be that since they're weak against armor, so they're more like fighting people. So there you go. We got some stuff there. I think I got plenty of winds of magic, so we'll just stick to that.
Attend me.
They'll be forming up to one battle group. Battle group corpses, some battle group other chaps. Nice big long wall. Again, they're just there to soak it up.
Address me as master. By my will.
Alright. Then we start the battle. I always get confused by that. And we got here the Spirit Leech, and we've got access well to the invocation of Nihek, which actually allows you to heal my troops in battle. That's pretty handy. Zombie standing out there looking very zombie-ish. Stickler there. A few skeleton warriors, usually long past dead warriors, really, from previous battles. Good lord, that's going to take forever, isn't it?
I serve me.
Just going to speed this up, otherwise it's going to take ages to get anywhere. Particularly with these corpses, zombies aren't particularly, you know, being fast. They're also known as pretty expendable. I mean, they are just corpses. They don't have anything special to them like these skeleton warriors, which usually have some kind of semblance to the previous bits. Gonna send them ahead here. Poor leadership, those are gonna keep it closer to good old Vladdy. Not Manfred, not Vladdy, but Manfred. I wish it was Vlad though, I do wish it was Vlad. Again, so much more interesting. Manfred's just sort of, you know, really ambitious, but not really, you know, interesting or clever or anything like that. He's just Manfred. And apparently all he'll keep saying is his own name. I suppose that does fit with his nature, but, you know, it does feel a bit silly. Can't seem to quite hit him, they're being bogged down there by skeleton warriors. But again, we're going to use it because, well, it's fast but also armor piercing, which you can sort of ignore a lot of DT as their damage. Crumbling, mostly. Keep going. We need Dieter, they're dead. You seem to be peeling pretty damn fast there. Tough bastard.
We surpass the gas.
Certainly getting a lot of magic cast there. Crikey, he's been really stubborn there. Overall here, things are working out pretty well. The units being flanked, outmaneuvered, slaughtered, torn to bits. Rather how we like it. That guy's really just being... Oh, there we go. And he's dead. And there you go, the entire army has collapsed. Without a vampire to maintain it, which is rather how these things work. And I suffered barely any losses. Jolly good work there. And of course that's also the difference, they don't have gold, they have dark magic. Spooky. Yeah, that's total annihilation. That's also how it sort of works for the vampire armies. They're actually really difficult to take down, but on the other hand, if you do wreck them, I mean, usually you can wreck them entirely. Because, I mean, again, crumple it and they just completely collapse because, I mean, they don't really have morale. That's a pretty handy one. So many things to go for, really. But, oops. Few managed to survive there, I guess, but we'll be replenishing the troops here. Well, building up, actually. Spearmen would not be a bad idea, but I don't know. It's not like they're really that much better. It's just more expensive. So might as well just add in more skeletons. Graveguard that requires an ancient armory though, but still spearmen are not a bad thing. I think that's actually a tier 4 one. I don't know. Well, let's see if we can't boost the economy here first. Let's go for the tarnished gold thing there. Jolly good, jolly good. And obviously in terms of diplomacy, I'm the vampire, so obviously we can try. Schwarzhafen maybe.
Man sleep wanes, and more sleep wax.
Guessing not too keen on it. Yet. But I think I'll first try and... Oh, hello. Counterattack here, and looks like Selig van Krug has pulled up Fredwing from Karstein and Necromancer. My armies have not been quite replenished, but overall I should be able to deal with that, so... Yeah, let's have at it. Let's have at it. Should not be impossible. As long as I can, of course, go for the Necromancers, which should actually be even weaker than the Vampires, so... In theory, this should be technically easy. We'll, of course, have to see. Same setup as previously. Zombie setup, there's the meat shield, the meat net, if you will. We got another option would actually try and deal with the flankers first before they can join up with them. That's a really small force, but not worth it, I think. So there you go, that is Selig van Kruger. Did I go for the, yes, the hunger? But apparently it doesn't work if he's, you know, taking damage previously, so that's great. And now that seems to be regenerating. That's pretty handy. Seems like our Necromancer friend has quickly found himself with a lot more trouble than he initially anticipated. My bats are getting completely whacked though. Bit more, bit more. Yeah, bats are gone, but he's dead. Still fighting onwards though. No, some are crumbling.
Empower me. I hunger. The gas was weak. Witness true power.
Straight on to the next one. There you go, they're beginning to fall apart here. Slowly but surely.
I serve me. Witness true power.
Gonna get him up there. Only it seems my zombies there crumbling. Good. Almost got him. Right, that should help keep them in the fight there, as their bodies are being risen once more.
Bring death.
Come on. And dead as well, so hopefully that should cause a complete collapse there now that both of their lords are gone. I just need to stand the line a bit longer, in theory. Theory. Oh. Bother.
Hearken to my will.
They don't really seem to be falling apart there. They've got nothing to really technically animate them, but they do seem to keep fighting here. Oh, there we go. Now it's happening, now it's happening. Gone. Suffered a bit bigger losses here, but overall, I've wrecked both of their armies. There's nothing left here but dust and rancid necromancer.
Thine right is mine.
So there we go. I probably won't be going for Castle Tempelhof right away because I don't think I have the strength to take them on unless I can take Eschen, Waldenhof, quickly build up the strength here of my main province.
All die.
Just swiftly advancing there.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquest.
Oh, I can have. I'm gonna actually then cancel that one, wreck and replace it with something a bit more useful here instead of using this sort of build up out there. Sometimes with some of the military buildings there's more sense in building up in these sort of outer provinces rather than the main province where there's usually more sort of useful buildings. Little pro tip there. Those that were not aware. Got here Battle of Helfen. Just giving me a necromancer and a gold sigil sword. Bit nasty there. I'm gonna, build up my force a bit more for a hit towards that. Not I can build a lot there otherwise, but I think a Bale Vibration would be a good start here, spreading corruption. Then again, not really. Public order, maybe. I think we'll go for that one. Growth is pretty handy.
Darkness comes.
And we should strike at Waldenhof as well.
Wipe them out.
Alright, that one's actually got a garrison of some worth.
None shall live.
Wasn't quite anticipated. We'll back then
Destroy them. Follow me.
to replenish my numbers a bit further, or build them up.
Bring the night.
A few more corpses. Then we shall make the push and take Waldenhof. Schwarzeshafen seems up to be something which I'm not particularly comfortable with.
Ready. Bring war. Obliterate.
Overwhelming Waldenhof rapidly. Since the cops, Wolf, Vargas, rather not, and we'll quickly upgrade this for more income. Also more stuff here, more boosts for my troops, my unliving hordes. We can do something here now. order, probably not necessary. Let's go for harvest corpses. For increased financial income. Schwarzhafen is pulling back for now. Good.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ancient Armory is still a bit off. Jump it. Yard. I'd like to save up here for a bit so I can Tangled Wine Patch. Then again, I don't really think I'll be trading much as the vampire, so that's probably a bit silly. I mean, it does give public order. I don't know. I think I'll go for the Gibbet instead. And of course, trying to build up here, so we can build up the Ancient Armory faster, so we can get the Grave Guard faster.
Yes.
I think I'm going to need a larger force to take that on. Let's run some more skeletons then.
No.
Well, he seems to be back and up at something here.
I refuse.
I grow impatient. I'll take Sigmar's throne.
He can actually hit support there. The Kaz will have to sort of wait to see where he's first, then take him there. He's going for Waldenhof. Unfortunate. A lot of crypt ghouls though, a lot of them. And a lot of zombies, just a lot of walking corpses. He only surveyed it. That's good for me, I guess.
The true Vortencaster.
Almost done with a lot of upgrades here, which of course will also increase the recruitment capacity, which is good. Oh, time to hit them. Easy there, so we'll just wreck them. Nothing there really. Ah, there we go. I was having a hard time actually selecting the army, which is a bit awkward.
Attack! Move!
Got a corpse thief. It's not too bad. Actually, let's kind of bring in some spearmen actually versus those cavalrymen. I definitely want. Oh, actually instant. Well, hot damn. That makes it even better. Now I'm feeling confident enough to take on Hans. Oh. So yeah, massive army of skeleton zombies and a Varghul alongside Manfred and Crypt Ghouls. Zombies will again try to barge up. They'll also be using a lot of skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen will try and pin down the, while Manfred and Varghul, Crypt Ghouls will sort of hit elsewhere and try to cause as much havoc here as possible. So there we go. It's the current position, right flank. So yeah, massive army of the dead advancing. Greatly outnumbering them too. Even with minor casualties from previous battles, in part because of Raise. I mean, that's a surprisingly effective ability. Yeah, lots of undead. Oh, whoops. Hang on, champ. It's great you're enthusiastic, but, you know, let's not get you murdered right away.
I trust thee as master.
Shots fired. No reason to be worried. We have plenty. Yeah, they do not.
We surpass Nagash. Nagash was weak. Witness true power. My cure is death. Hearken to my will. Bring death. Mortals quail.
Yeah, the knights are having a bit of a problem there. They're just getting swarmed. You set over there towards them. The spearmen are there to well deal with the knights.
Don't let the zombies bite!
Manfred von Caster.
Sick man demands blood!
Nagash was weak. Witness true power. Witness true power.
Just keep there. You other chaps keep moving elsewhere.
Attend me.
You're not really doing much there. I think we can afford to move you elsewhere. Reichsguard there, struggling versus the skeleton spearmen. I am suffering, but again, these are supposed to be a lot of weaker troops, so not too concerned with that. They'll be a bit sad if I lose the Varghul. Better pull that back for now.
Agree. Kill. What? Witness true power.
I'm running. Oh, he's dead. Splendid. Now that I think here the army of Helfen is quickly broken. The Reichsguard will probably put off a better fight, but ultimately they are not faring much well either.
Empower me.
Yeah, that's what you call a full route there. Just here to mop it up. And there we go.
I serve
Master of the Black Arts. Hadn't noticed that one. Yeah, decisive victory. Obviously, the casualties are suffered were negligible. I mean, they're undead. They can swiftly be replaced.
strike out.
Your wish, master. Ready.
But I plan to use him to augment Manfred's army. Yeah, for now anyways. That'll help him level up a bit faster, then we can always use him to sort of corrupt other bits later down the road. Well, I was planning on occupying it anyway, so yeah.
All die.
That just makes it easier.
Wipe them out.
Alright, apparently there's a quite sizable garrison at Castle Tempelhof, involving a lot of graveguards, crypt ghouls and Vargeists. That was not quite anticipated.
Thou darest. March.
Was not quite anticipated. But once I can bring up my own graveguard, I'll be able to sort that out. Pull a bit back here, don't want to engage the garrison without better troop for myself. There we go, we can upgrade Eschen.
I hunt.
Actually, he's pulled away from it. Small chance of pulling through, I guess. Maybe.
Come.
Probably not, though.
To stand before me and ask.
Well, I'm reasonably powerful, though they're obviously much more powerful than me. So,
Thine right is mine. I'll take Sigmar's throne.
well,
Move.
bit of a stalemate there, I suppose. Well, not really, come to think of it. There's, of course, another option. I've got plenty of resources, so the other option would be to, well, raise another army. think I've quite enough to maintain 2 full armies, but say, you know, a smaller one, I think I could work with until then get Castle Tempelhof for Oberstein, and then I'll sort of turn on Schwarzhafen. I prefer having a bit more of a stronger economy, but seems like the best choice here. So, Vampire Lord or a Master Necromancer? Ooh, I like the look of him. Like the look of him. Yeah, I think we'll go for a Master Necromancer support here. Fill his ranks with the zombies. Meat grinder.
The Emperor, a false.
Oh. We'll take care of them after taking care of Castle, well, Tempelhof.
Speak thy
No.
Darkness comes. The scent of death is strong.
If we only had the ancient armory.
Yes, you will be the reward.
patient.
Still maintaining 2 armies with not too much of a cost there.
Everything dies.
Jolly good. That should allow me to just seize Castle Tempelhof through raw force.
Speak thy word.
Sure.
Speak thy word.
Nope. Again, I'm taking what you got there.
Darkness comes.
It caused me far too much grief.
Kill them. Raise them.
Then go.
Almost there, almost. Actually, I might benefit more from doing it there, but we'll take it sort of a slow bit by bit. Bit too late now. I just want those grave guards. Well, we're looking at a sizable battle here again. Eee. Not particularly was looking for, particularly not this late.
To the shadows.
Oh, he's screwed. I guess that's to be anticipated, but that was a bit unfortunate there, though. Well, they're easily replaceable.
Thou wishes to enter. Thine right is mine.
So down the road, I might obviously want to set up better, but you know, initially, guess yeah. Alright, basically that just unlocks most of things here, really. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Shan't complain. could, but I won't. Now, of course, all those buildings there rather mean I don't have enough resources for the next bit. Again, I need troops, I need raw numbers, so... yeah, gotta raise another army. So there we go.
It is night.
But I think I'll be ending here a bit earlier now, but well, we'll get a lot more battles also next episode. So yeah, I think a reasonably good start here. Just Castle Templehof with its scouts is really causing me problems, and the massive army that's still working with it. I need to lure it away to crush it, otherwise any attack on Castle Templehof is going to be really tricky until I bring out a lot of Grave Guards myself, because I need better troops otherwise to really have a chance there. Because those 3 Grave Guards they've got are some quite sizable force multipliers. But certainly a pretty reasonable start there. So I hope you enjoyed this, had some fun, learned some things. If you did, feel free to follow, subscribe, share, like, and so on. Then, of course, comment as well. This is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all in another 2 days' time for another episode here with the Vampire Counts.